spoken word artist, and I know I'm amongst family, so I know I can speak my mind in this limitation in the spirit it was meant. One of the most frustrating things as a spoken word artist is there's a kind of, I don't want to call it a disrespect because that sounds, well, disrespectful, you know, but there's a tendency to either put a song at the very beginning when people are warming up or having a drink or don't really business what's going on, or right at the end where people are tired and whatever, you understand. Now, I have to say this, as artists, we put a lot of love and thought into our delivery. So we sit down there and we plan how we're going to approach things and whatever, you know. And I think I've made the point, so I'm not going to do it. Because if I say any more, I'm going to do exactly what I am accusing people of doing. And we ain't got long time, because initially I was told at X amount of time, then as time moved on, it went down to a certain time, and now I have to do one piece, right? But here what happened. Choose my brethren, and I do two pieces just to be continuous, you understand?
To resist?
Yeah, it's just that's my form of resistance, yeah? And it's a big thing, you know, because I've cut down my 5 pieces to 2. And furthermore, what I was going to do with those 5 pieces, I was going to put them all into some individual kind of context so people understand where they're coming from. But fortunately, as I'm surrounded by very, very intelligent and wonderful and beautiful people, I don't have to put them into no kind of context because hopefully they speak for themselves. Just a little preamble though, and that wasn't a preamble, this is a preamble now.
Oh.
Right? So don't go on wait long time, so just easy with me. Understand? I certain request earlier. Not specific request, one way you think he's got time. It seemed no, it wasn't you. Somebody was saying to me, have I got any political pieces? Yeah, don't know me. Alright. Now, we've been listening to a lot of politics and heavy intellectual stuff, right? So I think it's only fair that I give you some very frivolous, nonsensical, inconsequential pieces. Wanna ready for that?
Yes.
Well, it's just sorry, because if you want that, you have to go elsewhere. Right? I'm gonna be quick, and I'm just gonna run through 2 pieces. I'm not gonna talk about them too tough, right? Fortunately for me, my beautiful and wonderful sister. I have 4 beautiful and wonderful sisters, you know. I wanted to know that, right? But one of them, 2 of them is here. Where's Ngozi? Dance master. Where is she? Ngozi, you know, I love to see you up front. I know you don't like poetry too tough, but when I'm reading my poetry, I love you to be up front. So please step forward. You're going with. I'm the eldest. You got that drawing certain card, and it's the ace I drawing. Right? More than right. Man, I make some chess analogy earlier, right? Until we was passing through Westminster, I felt particularly not at ease. What's the opposite of not at ease? At unease, you know. Because carrying the name Bishop, I felt very, very vulnerable coming through that devilish place. You understand me? Alright, I don't have to say too much more than that. And watch it, don't shine that like too bright in my eye, you know, Mr. Cameraman, because right now I'm feeling well 10 times already. Yeah. Now, I'm a lovely person, really. Hold on. Let just run through 2 pieces quickly, right? My sister was giving a little bit of history about me earlier. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? No. Them said to test me, but I tested a long time and passed. How long is that siren gonna go on? Alright, let me get on with it. As Sandra said, I came here, I was the only one born in Barbados. I don't know whether it's a privilege or a curse at times, it depends on your perspective. Right? But this is my story in a nutshell. I don't have time to, you know, extrapolate, but here it goes. It's called Heart of Fire. And it presumes 1 or 2 things. It presumes that we know a little bit about our history, in particular the 60s, when people like Enoch Powell sent first, the irony of all ironies, eh? Because the fact that we're here was directly attributable to the fact that at the time I think he was the Minister of Health. Right? And one of the things he did, he started the campaign in the Caribbean to get us all here. And we came here with the best of faith. And you know, I can't wrong our parents because they made a decision and believing it to the right one. And in terms of the reasoning and the times, it was, but history has played out as history played out, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this one called Heart of Fire. Yeah. I came here because I was told I mean, as a child of 8 years old, I never knew about no streets of gold, but I was unprepared for the freezing cold. Yet colder still the people here, who bid us come, even subsidized our fare, but made sure we worked hard for our share of the freezing cold in the icy air. But then what? A new generation came along. This one stood firm, this one stood strong, and overstanding what was going down. This one stood up and held its ground. Cried Powell, who first bid us come, go back, or blood will run. But the youth who'd never seen the sun said, let it run, make fire burn. And more besides, where shall we go? For here we born and here we grow, and we are accustomed to the snow. For hotter fire is what we know. Well, what must be, what must come to pass, for this snow and ice won't always last. We and they know that it must pass. So my brethren and sisters, get ready for the furnace blast. Thank you.